Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good, good night again. Good night to everyone that are out there into the hearing of my voice. Would you please turn on your notification bell? And when I am live, you will know. Listen to the notification. Please like and share. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. It is a good thing to serve the Lord. Yes. Because we have to give Him thanks for every little thing. Thank Him for waking us up this morning. Thank Him for taking us out on the road. Thanking Him for providing meals for us. Thank you. So, let's give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good, for His mercies endure it forever, forever, forever. Do nothing without having your pilot to help navigate you. Do nothing without consulting your God, whoever you perceive Him to be. Give thanks unto Him. Praise His name. Lift Him up on high, because you are not here by chance, but by His power, His love, and His glory. You and I are here tonight. Welcome to my live. I'm a bit early because now it's like I can't have a set time, but I can find a set time. I soon get that out. To those that are listening to me from different places, Canada, Indonesia, different places, Jamaica, America, thank you. I welcome you to my talk tonight. Welcome you. I welcome the young ones. I welcome the middle age. I welcome everyone, the older ones. I welcome you. Wherever you are in the neck of your woods, accept my welcome. It may be night for you. It may be in another day for you. But wherever it is, accept my wholeheartedly welcome to you. Join me, and we can have a great time. You teach me and I teach you. I learn from you and you learn from me. Yes. And this is how this bond is. If you notice the name, Positivity Positive Channel. Spiral upward. Have have a have a upward mind to move it on upward, to know more, to learn more, to impart more. See, we have to have a balance in this thing. We all can't be doing the same thing. We all cannot be quarreling. We must have to have a peacemaker. We have to mix the thing. So you hear some educational part, you learn some educational part, you impart what you have. So everything cannot be the same. A person said to me, if you are not in mix-up, your channel cannot grow or will not grow. Bull. Bull. I don't do mix-up. The only mix-up I do is when I go in my kitchen. I love peace. I love when people can learn. I love people imparting knowledge. And what knowledge I have, I will impart it onto you. So the mix-up thing, yeah, you may reach from it. But how well will you sit and say, you know, I impart something that somebody didn't know. I teach somebody something. No? It is from the dissecting of the human's anatomy. It is the different type of wordings that is in use. No. But anyhow, that is your thing. This is my thing. That is how you run your thing. This is how I run my thing. You are your shark in your waters, and I am the one that swims differently. Okay, so I hit no one. I'm just speaking about this channel, this positivity positive channel, because God is in the vessel, and because he's in the vessel, he'll smile at the storm. Yeah. To those that are leaving work or about to leave work, God go with you. Hope you did have a blessed time. Today, this evening is Friday evening. Yes. Thank God it is Friday. You can stretch back. Say, thank God it is Friday. Ooh. Rest from the workplace. Rest from the decks. Rest from the computer. Rest, rest, rest. Your brains rest. Party in? Ooh. Enjoy it. Friday night party? Ooh, with your bottle? Good. Hard work and no play make Jack and Jill a dull boy and girl. So enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Getting paid today? Wow. It's month end too? Ooh. The bill standing up before you. The bill stand up like a giant before you. But anyhow, God give you the strength that you can work. And you have something to collect. Maybe it's less than what you want or expect. But little is much when God is in it. Yes. Set your priorities straight. And trust me, you will make it. For those that are going to work, enjoy the night, regardless of what is happening. Remember, you are not alone. So enjoy your night. Enjoy your job. Enjoy the people who you work with. Sometimes it's hard. Yes, I know. It's hard sometimes to work with some people. It is. But put your focus on somewhere and something else. It's all about the job and not about the person. All about your job. So if the thing has something to do with the job, deal with it. Keep the person out of it. So let it be all about your job. Yeah. Let no one let you lose your job that you're getting your bread and butter from. That you're getting your children things. No. Hold on tightly to your income. Yes. For those that mourn, say, blessed are those that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Yet, he said, there's a time to mourn and a time to laugh, a time to sad and a time to be happy, a time to die and a time to live, a time to gather stones and a time to scatter them. In everything, there is a time and a season for it. So it may be your time now to mourn the loss of loved ones, relatives. But there will come a time that you will be happy. For those that are sick and you have your sick ones, remember God at all times. Even with the doctor, he after inspired the doctor. Christ was one of the doctor. A woman touched him and she healed from the issues of blood. Right? So he knows. He opened the eyes of the blind. He spat on the ground and he put the dirt and eyes open. So he was a healer. He raised the dead. So he was a healer. He was a professor. He was everything that we have today. Put your faith in the doctor. Put your faith in God. Ask him to lead and direct the doctor. Because he, the doctor, is a mere man. He can make mistakes at any time. And as we say that, there was one time when I know somebody who fell sick, wasn't feeling well, and the person went to the doctor. For those that are on the side listening to me, could you please subscribe, turn on the notification bells for those that are subscriber of this channel. I am on. Please turn on the notification bell. If your notification bell is on, if the notification is on, you will get the notice that I am on. So keep your notification on at all times. And while you're there, would you please like, share, and subscribe? Like, share, and subscribe. Share out the channel. Share it out. Send it to somebody listening. Share the information. Yeah. So as I was saying, the person wasn't feeling well, went to the doctor, and they did what they are supposed to do, what is expected to be done, and the person was admitted to the ward. They did x-ray, they do everything, all of what is supposed to be done. And this is 17 minutes in. I haven't seen anybody yet. Yeah. So after was admitted, the doctor asks, have you have a cold? And the person said no. So between triage and the outpatient doctor to the doctor on the ward, there was something that went amiss there. Even though they have done even though they have done all the tests that they should have done, x-ray, you name it, there was a miss there. And the person spent about 3 days or so in the ward, on the ward. While all of that, when the person was discharged from the hospital, were sent to get the medication. Person went and got the medication, went home, started the medication. But when the person took the medication, when she went home, she didn't feel sick. After she took the medication, she feels sick, low, everything on the inside was not perking at all. Something is wrong. And it was twice per day, morning and evening. So the third day, when the person to get the medication in the morning, she said something said to her, have you read the medication that you're taking? Have you read the thing to see what you're taking the medication for? No. She went and she took the papers and she read it. It said she have type 2 diabetes. It was diabetes tablet plus other tablets she was taking. So cut it right there. They said the person were to get I think they're done. So they were supposed to return to the hospital. When they went to the hospital, went to have the test done, person went to get a test done. And they went on the date of the test. Other test was done and asked, what's the urine like? I said, urine good. Urine good, man. I said, okay. Went to the doctor. The doctor said, you're okay, everything good. I said, but you were on the ward and the doctor said, sent her home with the medication and said, they have type 2 diabetes. The doctor said, what? The blood tests have not shown that. The urine has not shown that. So there must be a mistake somewhere. So they call on the ward. Of course, that doctor who do the prescription was not there. So they said he wasn't coming until the following day. So since they're coming on the following day, they said to come back and see the doctor. Because there is a mistake that the doctor made. Because there's nothing in it to say the person have sugar. It is important. If you can't even read the writing of the doctor, ask him. When you go to collect the medication again, ask, what this medication, what am I taking it for? Because what happened? This person would have been there still taking the medication for sugar, and the person do not have sugar. The doctor had to stop at the same time. It is important to know what you're putting in your structure. Regardless, it's the doctor or their study. They know more than you and I know. Ask questions. Do not be afraid of asking questions. Look the doctor. It's your body. So look the doctor in the eye. Thank you for coming. The person who has just jumped off, jump on back, man. Come on back. Why do you leave? Subscribe, share. Do not be afraid of asking your diagnosis. Do not be afraid of asking the medication what it is. Do not be afraid to ask what is the side effect. And until this day, that person do not have sugar. So that person would have possibly passed away getting the wrong medication. Ever hear they have this saying to say, do not put razor where hearing is? Good. So that was what would have happened. You are dressing a sore that does not exist. The person don't have sugar, but the person was given medication for sugar, and this is from the hospital. This is from the doctor. So we have to be more careful more careful with our health. Do not be afraid at no time to ask questions. So for those that have, they're sick, caring for, wondering, put your trust in the Lord that the doctor will be directed by God himself. Okay? So at all times, be on top of things. Be knowledgeable. Some person went to the doctor and you asked them, so what the doctor say? I didn't ask. Hello? Who you going to doctor? And him tell you a story. And you don't even ask. Doctor, I do not understand. Give me it in the layman term. And you just walk away and say, all they do is give me some tablet. What are you taking these tablets for? What are you taking the medicine for? What did you get the injection for? And before I get into what I'm going to talk about, as we reach that part, I am going to share this with you about myself. I met in an accident. The car flipped about 4 times before it stopped. When someone hit the car from the back. And when it stopped, the 4 wheels in the air. I wasn't wearing any seatbelt. And while I was there, it's like something said to me, get out of the car. What if it blew up? And I crawled through the window and sit there, and everybody come in and this about the car. Nobody's supposed to be alive in this car, and and I sat there looking at everybody until a friend of mine recognized me, and I went to the hospital. When I went to the hospital, the doctor, you're gonna sit for him to take your history. And a voice said to me, do not sit. Just as I'm going down on the chair, a voice said, don't sit. And I got up. A voice said to me, say, walk. And I start piercing the floor. I am going about, it's like I start off at 1 mile per hour and until we build up. And I'm going and I'm walking just in the office from one door to the other door, back and forth. I am walking and I am start going fast. And each time I move, I feel like my body is expanding. I feel my head like when you close something tight and then you take time opening, and it's like it's take time opening, and I am going, and it's like I am going faster and faster, faster and faster. Now the doctor, my husband came, and he rushed in and he saw me walking. And he said, what happened? And I said, that's easy. And I am walking and I'm walking and I'm walking. My husband was the one who actually gave him my history. The person who followed me to the hospital tell of the accident and whatever. He ordered an injection for me. Yeah? This is a true life story I'm telling you. The doctor ordered an injection for me. And the nurse called me. He left in his office. And the nurse called me to come. And as I went around the screen, Something said to me, don't take that injection. And it was a nurse that I knew. It was a young lady who always be with us. And I called her by her name and I said, I'm not taking that injection. She said, but doctor ordered the injection. I said to her, I am not taking the injection. So now the doctor said, I am, whatever word he used, but this like when he said children disobedient and whatever. Anyhow, that wasn't my thing. They put me on a stretcher and all of the broken glass from the accident were in my hand. And they said they should pull the broken glass out. And the nurse, at one point, I feel like one of the splinter were cutting my vein, like it going straight to my heart. And I said, nurse, could you please pull these out? And she looked at me and said, that not kill you. I got up off the straight. I get up off the bed. And I did have my first aid bag with me. And I just called a friend. And I said, I had the type of tweezer that you use to pull splinter and those things out. Because I am a first aider. I'm a trained first aider. So I said to her, follow me to the hospital gate. And I jumped into a car. I was pulling them out because she said she afraid. And I went to a private doctor. And he said to me, I am going to send you to do an MRI. I was supposed to go and get the neck collar, which I did, and all the rest of other things. But the part I'm trying to get to let you know, when I went to the surgeon for the head one, for Ministry of Health, I went to his office because he's also my doctor. And he said to me, God is with you. Nobody went through an accident like that and came out as you do. Either they passed away or them broke you, broke whatever, and broke whatever. And I sat there looking at him. Him say, I am marveled because he got the call about me. And him said, no, she not supposed to all right. See me sitting in front of him in his office. And he said, I marveled. So he gave me the cards to go and get MRI done, and you name all of what to be done, because now you're thinking of the vertebrae. So I want to know if all my vertebrae are intact. Is there any slip disc, anything? So I am to go and do all of this. When I sat there and I relate the story to him, and when I went to the hospital and when the doctor said sit, a voice said don't sit. And when I stand up, a voice said walk. You know what the doctor said to me? And not only him, but when I went to the other professor and the other whatever, this was the same thing they said to me. He said, if you did not walk, you would have collapsed right there in front of the doctor. If you had taken the injection, you would have passed away same way. Because when I said, when I walk, I feel my body was expanding. My head, like you squeeze something together and you take time pulling it away. And this was what? He said, all my organs. He said, everything were coming into a collapse. So if I had sat there comfortable before the doctor, I could have passed away. You know, it didn't really stop there. Yeah. You have to have a meeting with the doctor because the doctor made some assertion that was not good. And the nurse that make her assertion about the splinters in my hand, I had to write a letter. And there was a big meeting about it. Most of the time, the Lord, the voice speaks to you. Yeah. If that had happened, I wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't be sitting here. But God have it another way. So, do not be afraid to ask questions. Do not be afraid to question what is going in your stomach. Because it's going to work on your organs. Yes. So, if it's someone you have around you that is sick, find out every details. What happened, what will happen, find out every detail. Do not walk away and say, I don't know, the doctor said. What is the doctor? Oh yes, but it's your body. It's a doctor, but it's your body. So find out every details about your own body. Because I have that experience that I will never forget. And I share this experience most of the time. And each time, sometimes I went to the doctor to do my checkup, see how progress and all the rest of it. And each time I walk in his office, he sit and he look at me and he shook his head. He said, you're a God-blessed girl. Because in all the years of practicing, nobody went through an accident like that nature and walk out the way you walk out. Not a hair on my body was plucked off. No broken bones. Yes, no, most naturally, the whiplash. So I had to wear the collar. And he said to me, as you get older, you may have to wear that collar. From I took off that collar, I has not placed it back on my neck. He said, do not sleep on pillow or it must be flat. Because most natural, you're going to feel pain from it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I don't even, my neck never pain, nothing went wrong. And I had to wear the collar for 6 weeks. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. That's why I can tell people, at each time when I speak, I don't leave the Almighty out of my conversation. Because I know the worth of him. I know what he has done for me. So I can encourage somebody else. Hold strong, hold strong. Put your faith there, so. Yes. So for those that have their sick ones, caring for, ensure that you know all. When you go to the doctor, listen carefully. What a word you don't understand, ask him to break it down in simple form. Put it in a syllables. Put it in the layman's term. And if somebody who knows, still asks. Because you might think you know and you don't know. Something can miss you right there. So even if you know, still ask for confirmation. For the young persons, it is school time. You're going back to school. Oh yes. Thinking of your exam for those that are doing exam. Study to show and to prove yourself credible for the job that you're going for or the career that you're intended to be in. If you don't study, you cannot be going to do your exams and you don't study. If you didn't even read the thing, it will not come back to you because you did not know it. Study your book. Show your worth. That on that day, when you have to move from one institution to the next, and from the institution to a job placement, you are qualified. You are well qualified. So, the heights of great men reached and kept was not attained by sudden flight. It took hard work and hard study. But while their companion, their friends, sleeping, study, they were toiling upward in the night. They weren't digging ground. They weren't cutting cane. They weren't doing all of that. They weren't cleaning house. But what they were doing is beating the book. Be the best version of yourself. Yes. You will be the prime minister, the governor, the day to come. You will be the next pilot. You will be the next engineer. For those that are bowing out, stepping down, your foot will be walking in the same. So be the best version of yourself at all times. Yeah. Wondering about my topic? Yes, my topic is one of, it's not disturbing, but most of the time we have not taken it for what is happening here? Most of the time we haven't taken it for anything. Yeah, most of the time we have not taken it, we take it for granted. So it's one of tap my message. We sometimes take all of this for granted and we say otherwise. The person is nasty. The person is, and we say many things. Many things, perhaps degrading, many things. Um, Whoring this disorder. You may ask who is. Many persons may know who is a whore. I don't know if most persons saw this on the television. These persons who kept clutter around their place. They are things that they do not want to get rid of. They don't want to get rid of things, so they keep it. But it is a disorder. It is a mental disorder. Yeah. You go and you said, why you keeping this? If you watch it on the television. I was watching one that it's just where our foot can walk to the bed. The entire house from kitchen, they use anything used in the kitchen, dump right there. Everything clutter, clutter, clutter. And in doing that, a whole lot of rodent. Mr. Rat, Mrs. Roach, everything pile up there as well. Those persons are called an order. It's a disorder symptom. These people, you go to their place, and sometimes when they are younger, they do the cluttering, but not much. But when they're getting much older, it's all cluttered. You go to persons' places and you will see, so why are they keeping this? Yes, sometimes you keep things to say, well then, this is grandson, this is grandson, this is mother, this is father, this is so, and you're putting things there. But it reached to a pile. It's a build-up. You call it an horror is a disorder symptom. Mental health condition involves severe clutter and risk to safety. It is a disorder condition. It's a mental condition. So the person will act in a certain way. And you will be there saying, okay, oh, this person nasty, man. And the first thing that jump out of my mouth, you know, what a nasty. Then looking at the kitchen, everything, and they don't find anything wrong with it. You and I find something wrong with it, but they do not find anything wrong with it. Clutter all over the place. From the bathroom, kitchen, and if they have 10 bedrooms, that's all. They, if they stay in their house and they eat something, it is thrown down there. Take off a piece of clothes, it is thrown down there. You come in with the grocery bag, it is thrown down there. You pull the wrapper from the chicken or whatever, it is thrown there. And little make big pile. It pile up to a point that you actually have to use not tobacco to come and shovel up what is in there. Somebody sending me a message that just came. Top message. It's not coming. It's just not coming. So this is these persons, and they're called a whore. A whore. It grows out of uncontrollable conditions. You imagine a person, and some of them have animals there with them. So can you put your imagination that it's only where your 2 foot goes is the widest space to get into your bed. On the bed, on the side of the bed, and all over is clutter. So you only have a little part on the bed to sleep. There is nothing there. How do you help these people? Now you have more than one kind of aura. You have an aura who will gather things, pile them up, have them, but when it comes to part with them, they will part with them. Yeah? They will push it aside. Yeah? So you have that type of a person that will push the garbage aside. They will gather, but they will push it aside. Now, this type of horror that we would call, oh, what a nasty person. It's not really a nasty person. It's a mental breakdown. It's a mental syndrome that they have. It's a disorder. It is a disorder mentally. So if you should go to somebody, please, and see, I don't think some of them that they show on the TV. I don't think many people in their place would have had such. But it is disturbing. It's not good for their health. It is not good for their safety either. Because all of this harbors rodent. You imagine you have rat living with you as they are human beings. Their droppings, and it's not cleaning up. Okay. So this type of person suffers a mental disorder. We won't see it that way. Our persons who understand don't see it that way. What they saw is this nasty, disgusting person. It may happen in your family. It may happen with a friend that you know. And you go to them place, but Lord, you're nasty. No. Think differently. It is a disorder syndrome. Now you have the other side to that, though. And we, maybe like myself, you'll hear somebody says, the person is so clean and tidy. That is a alexiophobia. This is not a syndrome. That is an orolexia phobia. If the place is untidy, dirty, and everything, that person feel intense distress. They distress. They do not want to see the place like that in an untidy setting. They may experience anxiety disorder. Messiness surround them goes beyond being a neat freak. So they eventually being not a freak, no, for tidiness, but it gives them a breakdown. And what can be so disgusting when you walk in your place and it is untidy? And that is true. How can I help?
Miss B.
Yeah,
Hello.
I am listening to you.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Oh my God. Can I hear from a long time, Louie?
I am on the live.
Okay. Turn on my TV. All right.
Okay. I am almost coming to a close, but you will catch some.
All right, dear.
We'll talk after.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. Yes. It is a ugly feelings. It is a ugly feeling when you know your place, your place is well kept, and you walk through your door and you have an unkept place. It is messy all over. So the aura have a syndrome, and the person that is clean, neat, and tidy now have something else called anxiety disorder
Oh my God.
or messiness surround. So it gone beyond neat
Turn on my TV.
freak.
All right, dear.
This is a
Okay. Okay.
anti-tidiness is a specific phobia. So there is two things to it. Always hear people said, you're not to be too, and you'll be not to be less. Some person is like you're saying, there's a passage of scripture that I said, you are too earthly until you're not heavenly, and you're too heavenly until you're not earthly. So the overdoing of it, let's say children at home, and I ever say this, if I went to somebody's house and children, especially small children, baby children, is there, and you don't see messiness, they are under strict guard. Because as long as a child is there, you will have their toy here, their toy there. But when you don't see certain things, they do not have a freedom to play. Some persons, you have their couch or their settee, whatever name you give to that, and the child can't sit in there. This freak things is like, it's for when somebody came to look for me. There is a room they can't go into. You can't touch here. Yes, you are a tidy person, but you are going beyond the boundaries. Right? So each time I look at children, yeah, you clean up behind them, because guess what? You have to give them the freedom to play. But if you ever walk into a house and children is there, and you don't see a piece of toy up there, so things is unfixed. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get it clean up. But you have to give the children or the child freedom, that they are not restricted to say, well then, okay, you can't go beside this, you can't touch that, because now it start became your God. Yeah. So untidiness is a specific phobia. First time when we are in our country, persons, you used to shine the floor. It's not no like you have ceramic tile. You used to have the whatever the next tile name. But for those that use the polish and shine, and they will put the child better stay away. Can't go into the house. Can't step on that floor. The child or the persons are so restricted. They are afraid. Because it's not that you're going to let it stay there. You're going to tidy it up. But you need to give them a freedom. So one is allophobia, and one is whoring disorder. A horror is a disorder syndrome. The mental health condition involves severe clutter and risk. So their place, back on the or, their place are always cluttered. If you should see it on the TV when they're showing you a horror, you would ask the question. It is disgusting to look on, and ask, is this a human Yes, it's a human, but they are mental disorder. The next time you should meet up on one, don't just say, well, then they're nasty. It's a disorder. How it comes, we are yet to know. We don't know if some of these people were grown this way and then they are set in their ways, or it became from some point where laziness. It is yet to find out why. Because laziness is nastiness. So we said then we cut the nasty out of it and put that they are mental in their head. So you don't know if this person, what their life was like before, if they were this neat and tidy person and just suddenly became don't care. Oh, sit here and eat, don't care. It's like you're looking on the obese persons who sit and just eat and eat and eat and eat. So you don't know if these persons, who are these persons, what their livity was before when you saw what their place was. You don't know if when they were younger, it was like that. Could be because I know persons who were young persons, and when you went to them house, you have clothes clutter, you have clutter all over the house, in every room from the veranda in. And I tell her, me can't bother. Me can't bother. Now when you see that, your skin start crawl. Because no human being, no living human being should have lived a certain way. But again, if you are a mental person, expect anything. So this is my thing to it. If when they were younger, as I am saying, this young lady, she had clutter all over her place. Everywhere. She just can't make it. And she was a working person anyhow. But she just have enough space and time to do, and then on her way come back in, and it doesn't she don't it doesn't mean anything to her. No. On the opposite, you come in and you see a place stay one way, oh, you get crazy about it. What? If I reach my house and the kitchen is untidy, I stop talking same time. Believe me. I don't like to see my kitchen untidy. If I don't even have anything to eat and I walk in my kitchen, it makes me smile because everything is clean up. My kitchen is spick and span and put. So if my bedroom not even tidy, trust me, my kitchen have to be tidy. And how you really start some of these things, and you wonder if they do that. The first thing, try to make your bed. And when they make them bed and see, it sort of push a drive on you to get everywhere else in order. You look at it and you say, this is out of place. This shoe should not be here. This slipper shouldn't be here. This is thrown down here. Put them at their rightful place. Clean up the place. Tidy up the place. And you feel good. Some person will go into a kitchen and they will start cooking on a dirty kitchen. No. I cannot start cooking in a dirty kitchen. So I fell in some place here, but sure, not a aura. Sure, not that one. My kitchen have to be in a certain standard. My stove have to be clean like it just by. Everything that I have in there. Plus my kitchen floor. If there's splatter there, I have to clean it down. I don't like see a dirty kitchen. A dirty kitchen, I don't like see it. I don't like have to do with that. So I ensure the last thing is to clean up my kitchen. When I got up in the morning, I must enter a clean, tidy kitchen. Clean stove, clean everything. So whatever I have to do, I just go ahead and start doing it. Yes. I am going, and as soon as I use something, I just wash, and I am going to work, and I am out. And I don't leave the house without not tidying it up. Yeah. Right? Could you please like the live, share the live? Thank you for this person that are here listening. Could you share out the live? And if you doesn't subscribe, please subscribe and please help me. These are things we take them for granted and we just give it a name and say, well, why is that somebody a nasty? Oh, you. I went some I went to a house once. She is a clean person in her sense, yeah. But to me, she don't really put effort to get rid of the rodent. And as I walked through the door, there was a roach in her freezer. And she just used her hand and slap the roach. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. Yes. So, an horror is a person that accumulate a lot of clutter around them. You don't know the kitchen different from the garbage heap. You don't know the room different from the garbage heap. Nowhere is different. Clothing, everything. Think of it. Everything. Every known thing. Right? But the alaxophobia is a person who, if their place is untidy, they get distress and anxiety. On untidy settings, they may experience anxiety. This is also disorder of messiness surrounding them. It is a disorder of messiness surrounding them. Yeah. So it is there. You have the other aura. They are organized. You have the organized aura. They stockpile. Who like to amass a lot of things, but they are able to keep the things in order. The next horror don't keep nothing in order. Everything is just thrown down, like it's a leaf fall off the tree. Nothing is in order. Okay? But this other aura now, they stockpile their thing, they keep things organized. They do not suffer signs of they do not suffer, sorry about that, they do not suffer significant from their behavior. They don't suffer. This type of aura don't suffer from their behavior. In terms of their everyday life. So their everyday life, because they are between aura and between a tidy person. They stockpile their things, they get up a lot of things, but they stockpile them, they organize them. So this don't affect their everyday life. They own a lot of things. They are able to part with the things that are not no longer useful to them. The other horror now, who is a mental disorder, mental syndrome, they are not parting with anything. They put everything they don't stockpile anything, nothing is organized, everything is out of work, everything is out of place, everything is just one big mess. But this other aura, they are called organizer, organized aura. Now, seen there, you may wonder, wow, why are you doing so much thing? Da, 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 da. But you would not see the display of an organized aura as the aura disordered syndrome, mental one. Okay? They are opposite. It's the opposite compulsive decluttering. So yeah, when next you came upon persons like these, you know the difference of them. So if you have to visit your relative, your friends or whatever, if you can get them to, dispose of what is not, then the onus is on you to do so. But it's not so much of nasty. It is a syndrome. They didn't say nasty syndrome, they say mental. Okay? So, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for listening. I hope you get something from this, from what I have presented here. I hope you there is much more in it. But it's okay. We have to help one of the help another. And sometimes it might be so hard, you say, well then, boy, this person is so unkept, their place is so unkept, you're not understanding what is happening, but there is something there that is happening. So I am thanking you for being here. Share the live. Share the live. Subscribe. Like. As I go from time to time, I'll present you with some of these things because quite few people are very ignorant to some of these things. Yeah. We see them and we say, oh my God. Mm, nasty sound of this. It's really nasty. No. It is a reason for them to be like what they are. What about the person that is really tidy? Look, you come and you see your place, you get so anxiety, you anxious because you want to see your place tidy. Mhm. Thank you for being here with me. This is Aquarian, tuning out from Positivity Positive channel. Join me another time, maybe tomorrow evening, or yeah, not Sunday. Sure, not Sunday. Join me tomorrow evening with something else. Enjoy your time, enjoy your weekend, get as much rest as you can. Love yourself because only you can love yourself the way you are to be loved. Pamper yourself. Do something for yourself. Do not wait on somebody else to pamper you. Pamper yourself. Love yourself. Appreciate yourself for who you are, for what you are. Love. Keep yourself in tune. I cannot love you as much as you love yourself. And when you love yourself, you will extend love to others. So love yourself. Care for yourself. Give yourself the best. Love yourself. Love. Peace. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Tuning out from positive channel. Join me another time, maybe tomorrow evening or not Sunday.